So guys, I'm gonna give you a little tour of my property. Yeah, when we bought this place, there was no fence up. We put it up. There was very few trees, just a few bigger trees. So I had to plant some stuff that actually give me some food back. Other than these right here, it's pretty cool. I like them. It's a pin oak. Then I got a birch over there. It's a river birch. These are purple leaf plums. I planted them because I used to have a big Bradford pear here and it fell down. I love the color of these leaves. And they do give plums every now and then. Depends when the frost hits. Here's another one. It's a river birch. I love the shape of these trees and I love the bark on them. These right here, that one right there, and over there, they're holly bushes. They're all the way down to the ground, so I trimmed them up into trees, kind of give it like a park feel. And this right here is a weeping willow I brought from my parents. It was just a branch that we stuck in the ground, and it was a good sized branch. It's probably the size of this right here. Yeah, we stuck it in and it developed a pretty nice shape. And these are plum trees. These are damson plums. We had two larger ones, and these are all offshoots. And good thing about damson plums is these actually produce true to the tree. Because these weren't grafted trees, by the way. Same leaves. And they do give us some pretty little purple plums. Well, we got them all in a line. We dug up little offshoots off of it. And these right here are the blueberries. I think I got, let me see. Got 18 of them right here, 2 rows of 9. They're doing pretty good. Some of them got, I mean, they're brand new, but they still got some blueberries on them. Yeah, but then it goes into our new garden. We just did this year. Yeah, but this garden, we got to work on removing some grass and weeds. I mean, it's been raining constantly. Probably last month we probably might have had 5 or 6 days without rain. But we got a bunch of pumpkin, squash, corn. We got watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydews, squashes, zucchinis, and so on. Got row of peppers. They're not doing too hot because how much rain we've had. Some of these right here died, so I'm going to replace them. Got some dill, garlic, a little patch of onions. Here's some of my tomatoes, alright. Got them on both sides, and we're going to tie them up to this fence so they don't fall over, because it does get windy here. Yeah, this whole row right here is all Vidalia onions, peppers. Got beans planted in here. Got some melons as well. Got some okra. Let me show you these rows. Yeah, there's a lot of weeds I gotta pull. But this is a corn. Got 3 rows. This is a plum that I planted. And actually it's an Ozark Premier plum, and it's got plums on it. Just for first time this year actually. But the frost and the bugs have been tearing this tree up. Let's see if I can find any. Well, they're all probably up high right now. But this is a peach I planted from seed, or pit. It was in a mason jar. And man, these insects around here are ridiculous. They tear these up. It's a plum curculio, I think is what it's called. And I mean, it makes fruit just drop like crazy. But it's got some that we should be able to get some food out of. I got a persimmon here. It's a Japanese persimmon. I gotta move it because it's getting crowded out. Got rose hip patch, another peach, and these are all muscadines on this whole fence right here. Gotta clean all this mess up. Yeah. Here's another holly bush that I trimmed up into a tree. And got a lot of projects going on. This had wisteria around it, and wisteria is a terrible thing to plant. It's very invasive and roots spread, and it just grows crazy. I pretty much took over this whole thing and started breaking it. So I'm gonna dig them up. I'm gonna plant grapevines on it. It's another holly trimmed into a bush, or into a tree. This is a Jane magnolia. Kind of trimming it up like a bonsai shape. It's pretty nice. It's fixing to bloom actually. Got little flowers. This is I think it's a Shinseki Asian pear. It was loaded like crazy, but then the hail came and knocked a bunch of the fruit off. Now I just got random ones. This is a North Pole columnar apple. I love this tree. Look at this. It's completely loaded. And I had a nectarine here that just got riddled by disease and insects. I had to pull it out. That one right there, it's cut as well, because I wasn't doing anything. I'm gonna dig it up, maybe transplant it somewhere. But these are Concord grapes I got along this garden. It's a Mutsu Japanese apple. It's got little apples on this year. This actually survived the frost and the hail. The hail was ridiculous. Got apples all over the tops of it. Yeah, I got grapes here. Check this. It's asparagus. It grew that tall. But this is lemon balm. Got more muscadines here. This is a white muscadine. See, it's a Arkansas apple here. It had apples on it. There's little ones on it. But like I said, the hail just wiped out most of my fruit this year. Training the branches by hanging some weights on it so they go sideways. This right here is probably my best apple tree. It's a Honeycrisp. Yeah, it's a pretty nice sized tree. It's good shape to it. And it's got apples on it. I had a bunch get knocked down, but they're all over the tree. You just gotta look for them. There's some right here. This peach doesn't do very well here, so I'm gonna dig it up, take it to my brother's house, let him have it. So Montmorency cherry. It's got little cherries on it. It's a little sour cherry. They're getting ready to be about right, but the birds usually beat me to them. This is an apricot. We'll see if I get anything out of it next year. Random patch of mint that I put around this seedling apple. Another seedling apple. This is a grafted apple that I did. It's doing really well. It's a good size. I did that 2 years ago. There's another little grafted apple. It's getting riddled by cedar rust, but got some little apples on it. This tree's not that tall. It's got apples on it. This is a mulberry I planted. I found it in a ditch. I think it's a male, but it's okay because I got a female mulberry right there. This is a seedling persimmon that I planted. It's doing really well. This one always was good. It's a red delicious apple. It's relatively young. Seedling plum, it's Italian plum that I planted. It's grown real big in 2.5 years. It's a crab apple. It's a golden harvest crab apple. And I mostly planted it just to pollinate my other apple trees. But yeah, this is a Chinese jujube. It's a seedling that I bought a seed and I planted it. Got another one that's way bigger in a pot. Some American hazelnuts. Some little ones I just planted maybe 2 weeks ago. Another one here. But yeah, this is where I'm gonna actually start doing my wood chips. I gotta get a chipper. I'm gonna start doing my own wood chips and start kind of going more toward a permaculture style deal. I'm gonna layer it with cardboard. I'm gonna cover all wood chips through all this area. But this right here is the Catawba red grape I planted along this fence. And man, it's grown so much. It always gives me a lot of grapes. It's just going down the whole fence line. That's one way. Then you go this way and it goes up here behind the abronia berry bushes. I got 3 of these. and these things are always loaded. These are really high in antioxidants, really healthy for you. You can make juices, jams out of them. They're bitter if you eat them raw, but you can eat them raw if you want. They turn like a purplish color. Got another one right here. Another right here. And just got crazy blackberries and elderberries right here. These are all elderberries right here. These smell awesome, by the way. The seedling apple that I'm gonna probably pull up because it's not well, it's not disease resistant at all. It's cedar rust just kills it. Cedar's right there. Yeah, this is my patch of blackberries. They've gone out of hand, so I gotta start digging them up. I'm gonna pot them. I'm gonna either give them away or sell them. I'd rather give them away, really, because they're free. Got a bunch of random goji berries here. Some there and there. Gotta give them some room to breathe. This is another apple. I think this is a Jonah Mac. And it's actually done pretty well other than being destroyed by the cedar tree over here. But yeah, I actually shot it with my 22 by accident and it healed and survived. This is the female mulberry. It had fruit on it, but the frost killed it. But I'm gonna just let it stay here, see what it does. And this is a Johnny Appleseed tree. In late 1890s, a farmer in Ohio found the last tree that John Chapman, which is the real name of Johnny Appleseed, planted. And he took grafts of it before the tree died. And he kept it preserved. And this is one of 200 that they had for sale online. So I thought I'd give it a shot. Yeah, but this blackberries are insane. I'm gonna have so many of them. This is a quince that I planted. It's doing all right. I'm using everything I can, using pots, buckets, whatever. This is young elderberry spreading, and look at this elderberry. I mean, this elderberries is going to be loaded. These are all muscadines, all various types that are going down this whole fence line. This is a cherry right here. It's a pretty good sized tree. It's doing okay, I guess. One side of it's kind of dried up, but I don't know if it'll survive. I might have to pull it out. It's the only way to figure out things, just trial and error, see if things work. If they don't, you pull them out, do something that does. Yeah, but these are all muscadines. And yes, they do really well in the shade, even though this is kind of shaded. They always produce a lot for me. And on top of that, they start spreading this way. This is a, dang. Let's pull this up. This is a little apple I grafted. It's 5 different varieties on it. It's got all sorts of apples on it. I might have to dig this up and move it somewhere else. Or I might have to regraft another tree because this rootstock is not doing very well. This is a pink lady apple. It's starting to actually grow really, really big. Some apples up top, you can't see it. This is a yellow delicious, I think. And the wind's been just like destroying this tree. So we have to prop it up and everything. It's got apples on for now. This is a weeping willow planted 2 years ago. It's got massive. This used to be my duck pen, but I'm having to fill everything up because we just had so many snakes and all kind of stuff back here. I'm trying to cover it up, bury it. It's got lots clean. Some muscadines here. Another peach. It's not doing well. Hey buddy, what are you doing here?